Thanks a lot for your reactions to yesterday's video, in which I told you about my seemingly miraculous recovery. It is amazing to know that you matter to so many people. Today I'm bringing you news about Noa, and I have good news and I have bad news. So let me start with the good ones. About 10 days ago, when we found out that Noa needed a surgery, we took a sample, we took a tissue sample, and we sent it to the lab. We needed to know what kind of tumor it was before going into surgery. Why we need to know that? Well, because this is going to dictate both the type of surgery that we're going to perform, as well as the post-surgery care. Is she going to need chemotherapy, radiotherapy? How is going to be her recovery? So we went into the surgery room, and we took a tissue out, we took a part of the tumor, and we sent it to the lab. We did announce that we were going to operate right away and as soon as we could, basically. There were some issues with the surgeons, the schedules had to be fixed, and but usual. I mean, every surgery is like this. But above all, we needed to wait the results of the lab. Now, initial inspection of the tumor under the microscope suggested that she had either a lymphoma, which is bad. She could have a plasmocytoma, which was also, well, relatively bad. Or she could have had a melanoma, which was bad as well. I mean, the good thing is that we were just catching it in time, so there was no metastasis and it wasn't too advanced. So, well, that was a positive thing. Now, yesterday, just as I was preparing my video, we got news from the lab, and we know exactly what the kind of tumor that it is. Noa has a plasmocytoma, which is a tumor that usually tend to be benign. That's the good news. But they're tumors that burst, that explode, that bleed a lot, and that they create a lot of problems in that respect. So it needs to be operated. Now, the good side of it is that the surgery is not going to be as traumatic as originally expected. She's not going to need most probably a 3 centimeter margin, such a wide margin. We might be able to use another technique, most technique, or we might just get a 1 centimeter maybe margin, and that's going to make things easier, both for Noa as well as for her recovery. Now, this is the good news. We know the tumor that it is a plasmocytoma, and it's not as aggressive as it could be a lymphoma or a mast cell or a melanoma, basically. That's good. Now, the bad news. After the TAC, after the CT scan that we performed and the initial surgery to remove that part of the tissue, Noa fell quite bad after the surgery and after the anesthesia. You see, Noa has leishmaniasis, quite advanced. She's been fighting it for years. But the bad thing about anesthetics is that once it's done, it lowers the immune system. So this has created a flare-up in leishmaniasis, as well as a flare-up in her rhinitis, which means that when you look at her now, she's full of mucus coming out of her nose. I mean, the images are just terrible, and she feels really, really bad. It's like catching a massive cold, going out, and then you get a cold, and it's just really bad. There's a lot of mucus coming out of that nose. And I mean, imagine all that mucus coming out on top of the area where she's going to have a surgery, on top of the stitches. It's really bad, but we're going to wait for a few days until she recovers. I mean, everything is ready for surgery, but just think about it. I mean, now she has all these things coming out of her lip. I mean, it's a mess. So together with the surgeon, we have decided to delay things a little bit until she recovers a little bit from that flu cold. That is not really a cold. It is a bacterial infection. There are 3 types of bacteria in that, and we're treating the 3 of them with antibiotics. Also, 2 of those bacteria are antibiotic resistant. So that complicates things quite a bit. But anyway, She's at home, she's with Vanessa, she's recovering. Every morning Vanessa is cleaning a lot of mucus, and that carries on during the day. So I mean, I'm really grateful for the work that she's doing. She's amazing. Now, the fact that she has a different kind of tumor, one that is less aggressive and one that it might even be benign, changes things enormously. I mean, we are now quite optimistic. After the surgery, there's going to be an easy and there's going to be a painless recovery. 90% chance she's not going to need chemotherapy. She won't need radiotherapy, and she will be able to continue with a normal life. So I think just because of that, we should all celebrate. See, sometimes it is best to err in the side of caution. My first impulse was to tell the surgeon, yeah, but come on, I mean, we did announce that her surgery was going to happen tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. But then whenever I do something, I always ask myself, would I do this if this was my kid? And I'm not even talking about my dog. I'm talking about my human kid, one of my babies. Now, if this was happening to Oscar or Ginebra, I would say just let's wait a few days until she feels better or until he feels better, and then we go into surgery. Right now, it's feeling pretty bad, so let's not do this. Let's just wait a few days, okay? I'm sure you understand. In any case, everything is ready for surgery. We think it's gonna be great. Hopefully there's not gonna be a massive scar and she's not gonna lose most of the lip, so that makes things easier, and I'm really looking forward to that. Anyway, guys, that was a quick update. Once again, thank you very much for the reaction to yesterday's video. When you look at the replies, when you look at the comments, I mean, I do feel that I'm loved, that we are important to so many people, and that alone is completely priceless. Truly. I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. There's gonna be a live session tomorrow. It's the weekend, I'm gonna have my kids at home, so we just have a chat with my kids, my dogs at home, live. I'll see you tomorrow, and please, if you can, don't forget, help us continue saving lives, donate. Without you, none of this will happen. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you tomorrow. Take care.